Okay, so we're doing 3 digit by 2 digits. Now remember, now it's 2 digits. We always start with a zero. We always start with a zero. So we're going to start with 3. We're going to use 3 to multiply 2. We use 3 to multiply 4 and then use 3 to multiply 5. So remember, that is the way it goes. Now we're going with 3 times 2. Now 3 times 2 is 6. That's 1 digit, so you just write the 6 like this on its own. Then the next is 3 times 4. Now 3 times 4 is 12. Well, you put 1 here and 2 here. Now the next is 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. How do you write that? 1 here and 5 here. Now we are moving to the next digit, which is 2, the second digit. Now, because you are working with the second digit, you put 2 zeros, 1 here and 1 here. Now we start 2 times 2. Remember, you do 2 times 2, then 2 times 4, and then 2 times 5. But we're going to start with 2 times 2. Now 2 times 2 is 4. So we put 4 here sitting on its own because it's a single digit. Now 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. All right, 8 here. And then 2 times 5 is 10. How do we write 10? We put 1 here and then 0 here. Now we are done. What we just need to do is add them up together. Remember what I always tell you? I say that if you can always put a 0 here if you wish, but it will help your work, make it easier. So you put your addition there and then it's time to add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 0 is 7. Now 1 plus 2 plus 4 is still 7. And 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. So go 1 and then 4. And this is a 0. Now we still have a baby there. So there we go do one more addition there. So you have 0, 7. 7 plus 1 is 8, 4, 0. Now this is the answer. This 0 can be crossed out because it doesn't really affect the number. So what you have there is 7,840. Okay, the next one we'll be dealing with is 3 by 3. This is 2 by 2. Let's deal with 3 by 3. For the 3 by 3, it's still the same principle. No different. Just listen. So remember, you always start with 0. We'll start with 0. Now, we'll start with, after start with 0, the first digit, we'll do 1 times 7, then 1 times 2, and then 1 times 4. Remember. So we're going to start with 1 times 7. Now, 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 7 is 7. Sorry, it's 1 times 7 we're working on. 1 times 7 is 7. So we put 7 here. Now, the next is 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So we put the 2 there. And the next is 1 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, so now we're done with that. We're going to the second digit. Since we're going to the second digit, we put 2 zeros well arranged. 2 zeros well arranged. Now we're going to do 2 times 7, 2 times 2, and 2 times 4. So let's go one after the other. The first is 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. How do I write 14? 1 and 4. Now the next is 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. How do we write the 4? Just the 4 on its own like that. And then the next is 2 times 4. What's 2 times 4? That's just 8. Okay. So now that we're done with that, we're dealing with the third one, the third digit, which is 4. Since we're dealing with the third digit, we'll put 3 zeros well arranged. 3 zeros well arranged. Now we're going to go 4 times 7, 4 times 2, and 4 times 4. So let's start with 4 times 7. Okay, so now 4 times 7. What's 4 times 7? 4 times 7 is 28. How do we write 28? 2 here and then 8. Then 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And then finally, okay, let me take that out. 4 times 2 is 8. Then finally, 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. How do you write 16? 1 here and 6. So we are done writing all this. And the next thing is for us to add. Remember what I told you? You can always put zeros in the empty spaces. So you have 0 here, 0 here, and then 0 here. Okay, so it's time for us to add. Everything here gives you 0. 7 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0 gives you 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So you have 1 and 6. Now 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. So you put 1 here and 7 here. And here you have 6. Now, since we have this, we still have baby numbers there. So since you have baby numbers there, we still have to do one more addition to clear out those baby numbers. So we have 0. Hold on, please. So we have 0, we have 8, 8 plus 1, we have 9, 6 plus 1, we have 7, and here we have 7, and here we have 6. So this initial 0 can be crossed out. So what we have is 89,776. If you don't understand, you can go through again for better understanding. Thank you before doing your work.